W with MRMIKE.
Hi friends, today we are going to draw an elephant on a skateboard. Have you ever seen an elephant on a skateboard before? Well, now you have. Now to draw this, we only need 4 basic lines and shapes. An arc, a circle, an oval, and a line. Are you ready to see how this all fits together? All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with the head. And it's gonna be an arc right about, let's move it over, right about here. Like that, okay? And now we're gonna have the ear that's gonna come up this way. So we'll have an arc that comes up this way. And it's gonna be ear flapping in the wind because this elephant is going so fast. And then we're gonna have another arc come down this way. Now, if at any point during this video you need to pause the video, feel free to pause it and catch up and then join back in with us, okay? Now we're gonna add another arc for the other ear coming this way, just a small arc like that. And then we're gonna add another arc to that, but it's gonna be going the opposite way. So it'll make like a big wide S curve there, okay? Just like that, okay? Now we're gonna add in another arc that'll be right about, let's say, here. And that's going to be the bottom of that ear and join that shape right to the end. Okay, next, let's say the trunk starts right about here. There's gonna be an arc that comes up this way, and then we're gonna have another arc come back around this way. So it makes a big wide S curve again. So look at that, let's do that again, just like that, okay? Now, this looks a little weird, right? What's going on up here? Well, we need to add in another line or arc. Let's make it a slight arc. It's just going to be here for this side of the head. Okay, it's going to come down like that, and we can connect this ear to that. All right, this will make more sense when we add in the bottom part of the trunk. So let's put a dot here. And we're going to, that will be the end of the trunk, okay? And we're gonna have an arc that comes here, stops. And then we're gonna have another arc going the opposite way. It comes up here and stops. So now you can see there's a lot of flowing like trunk and ear stuff going on here. And we're gonna close this shape off for the end of the trunk with an oval. So let's put an oval there for the end of the trunk. And let's put in 2 more ovals here for the eyes. So let's make an oval here, and then another oval here. And then inside that, we're gonna draw the pupils. We're gonna add in arcs. 1 arc, and then 2 arcs, like that. And you can color those shapes in just to fill in the pupils so you know where the eyes are there. All right, now we're going to continue this curve here coming down on this side of the body. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to start here. Then the line the arc that I already drew, I'm going to go over it again because I want to kind of follow that curve and have it come down all the way to here. All the way. Yep, right to about, actually I'll extend it just a little bit because now we're going to have the knee coming up here, all right? So before we get to the knee, let's finish off up here. We're going to add in another arc here for the mouth, and we can color that shape in. Okay, and then we're going to add over here, we're just going to add in that hand. We're going to call it a hand. It's really not, it's like one of the legs. But in our character, because we are turning it into an actual character that's kind of like, acts like a person, we're gonna call it a hand. So this is an arc, it comes out this way, and then another arc that comes in this way, and then another arc that comes toward the body here and connects. And then let's add in another arc here, because we're going to see part of that, the underside of that, and then we can just curve that down to have another arc there to connect it. Okay, now we're going to add in another arc for the nail, like a little fingernail, toenail, and then an oval here. All right, great. Now, over on this side, we're just going to add in a small arc like that. That's it. Okay. Now, we'll add in another arc here for the hand that's coming back. That's the whole arm that's coming back this way. And then we'll add in another arc below it like this. Okay, so now we have this kind of flow happening here between the two arms. And we're going to make another arc here to close off that shape. And then we'll add in an oval for the nail and then another arc. All right, now you notice there's a little gap. If you have a gap here, you can close that off, just like that. And now imagine we have this curve come around. There's no curve here. Imagine that it continues through here behind the arm, and we're going to put where the butt, the elephant butt is, we're going to have start right about here, and it's going to curve like this, like a nice arc there. Okay. Now we've got that. Let's add in, imagine this curve. Just imagine that it continues this way. So right here where this line ends, we're going to continue that curve for the body, and it's going to be the leg that's going backward. Okay? And then we're going to have another arc come down here, just like that. So you can see it, like the line almost goes all the way through. You can imagine it just completing this whole arc. And then we're going to add in another arc here to finish off the foot. Now I notice there's a gap here, and I'm going to continue that arc to join those two right there. And I'll add in another oval for the nail. Okay, now we're going to get back to that knee. Remember I told you that knee? We're going to add in an arc that's going to start here, and it's going to come around this way. And that's going to be that, this leg, and there's the knee there. It joins right at that line. Okay, now we're going to take another arc. It's going to start here, and it's going to come down like that. This is looking pretty good, everybody. All right, so now we have this elephant shape. We got to continue this. Actually, let's continue this right here, this arc, so it closes off that leg there. Okay, now we have to add in the skateboard is going to be here. And we are seeing, if you look at the original drawing, we're seeing the underside of the skateboard because we're very low to the ground looking up at the elephant. So we're going to see the underside. So this is going to be some arcs that we're going to create right here. So I'm going to turn my paper, okay? Turn my paper to make it easier for me to draw these arcs. I hope I get it the right angle. So let's start all the way back here by the end of the foot, and we're going to make a wide arc. This is a long board. This is a long skateboard here. Okay? Like that. And then we're going to do another one just like it right beneath it. Just like that. Very good. Okay, now let's turn our paper back. We have the side of our skateboard. Now we're going to add in a line to close off this shape, another line to close off this shape. We're going to have another arc come back this way for the nose of the skateboard. And now we're going to start putting in the ovals for the wheels. Okay? So right about here, we're going to add an oval. And then we can add an arc about that far away from it. So that's about how wide the wheel would be. And then we'll add a line to connect the top and the bottom. All right, now that we know where that wheel is, let's make 2 arcs. And this will be the truck part, the part that connects the wheels together to the board, okay? And then we'll have an arc here. And we're gonna have what it's gonna be almost an oval. We're just going to skip a gap here. So start here, go all the way around, like you're making an oval, and then stop. So we don't draw over this line here. Okay, and then we're gonna do another arc right here, and then join it together with lines to make that wheel. Okay, next we're gonna add in just 1, 2, 3. We'll just close that off at the top with another line. And we'll have an arc come down like this. Then a line come back and another line come back. This is where the truck area, this part that connects the wheels to the board, this is where it gets screwed into the wood there. Okay, we'll just add in another arc here. And we can add in an oval for the inside of the wheel, just like that. And then we'll put another that's almost an oval, but we're gonna skip that space again. So make that oval and then stop. All right, now we're gonna turn our paper again. And we're gonna have an arc come from here all the way to make it look like it's connecting over here. So we're gonna leave a gap when we hit the wheel and then continue it behind the wheel, okay? Just like that. Now we can put in the back wheels. All right, so now let's put in another oval and a little arc, and then a line on top and a line on the bottom. And then we'll do the same thing here. Well, actually, we'll do our lines for the trucks. And we'll make our oval, but don't go through that line. Okay, and we'll make another arc here with a line on top and a line on the bottom. Okay, and then let's close this off with a little arc. We can put in our oval here for the inside of the wheel. We can have our 2 arcs like that, come up, and then we'll have a line come down, line come over. We can have our line here, and then a line here. And we'll have 2 more lines go back. And you can close this shape here. See, this is going to go back to the tail. You can just have a line or an arc come here and connect that. Okay, now we can add in just a few more things and then we're done. Oh, we got to add in the tail, the elephant tail, not the skateboard tail. Okay, so let's bring the tail back this way. There's an arc and another arc, and then we can add in, let's see, 1 and then 2 more arcs, just like that, to finish off the tail. And we're going to need a ground area, or the floor line, the ground that the skateboard is zooming across. So let's make sure that this wheel here hits the ground, and like almost as if these wheels are coming up off the ground. So we're going to have a arc like this. Okay, and then we can add maybe a few more of those, just like that. And then we can add some details into the skateboard. I'm going to turn my paper this way to make it easier for me, and I'm just going to add in 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to add in a little arc here and a little arc here for the inside of the wheel. And I almost forgot we have to add in the nails on this one. So we just need an arc. You can continue this line to the bottom to connect it to the skateboard. And then we'll add in another oval here. That's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to do a thick black outline around this real fast, just to smooth out some of my lines, finish off the drawing. This is pretty neat. We were able to make an elephant riding a skateboard together. Pretty fun. Now, what color choices are you going to make for your elephant? What color choices are you going to make for your skateboard? If you follow along to the end of this video, you can see what color choices I make. But I'm curious, what are your color choices going to be? You can use your imagination. You can make whatever choice you want because this is your drawing. And you can use your imagination to make it whatever color you want. Almost done. I think this is going to look good with the thick black outline. Sometimes I do this on my drawings just to finish off the drawing. Sometimes I do it because I made a mistake and I need to smooth over a little spot that a line doesn't look right. You don't have to do it. I just decide to do it every now and then. Right, and I think we are done. Look at our drawing, everyone. Great job following along. Now, what color choices are you going to make for your elephant and skateboard? If you watch to the end of the video, you can see what color choices I made. But use your imagination and come up with your own colors. It's always fun to come up with something new. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. And thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.
For this and other episodes, drawing lessons, activities, and books, please visit drawwithmrmike.com. And don't forget to subscribe to the Draw with Mr. Mike channel on YouTube, Vimeo, and Facebook.
Draw with Mr. Mike. Let's draw with Mr. Mike. D-R-A-W with M-R-M-I-K-E.